go to Jesse. Everyone behind me is like, no, not Jesse.
We're going to go out to my good friend and fellow coworker at MTV, Jesse Camp.
Jesse comes into the monitor. You see him spit out his gum. He doesn't know what to say.
Jesse, are you excited for Jewel TV?
Jewel TV!
And the whole crowd just...
It was either shortly after they did this Wanna Be a VJ contest, which was like...
I remember, yes.
So, for anybody out there that doesn't, MTV basically did an open casting call.
Mm-hmm.
Thousands of people coming in, we would do a quick audition tape, and basically America was going to choose the next VJ, which I don't even know if they called them that anymore, but like a host on MTV. And the final two that came down were three brothers, like woman Thalia, this guy Dave Holmes, who's gone on to do some great stuff and is a fantastic writer, and Jesse Camp. And Jesse Camp won. And my assignment was to be Jesse's producer outside every day.
Oh my God. Again, like another part of my brain exploding because me and my friend...
Well, my blood pressure exploded because, that was...
How long were you with him for?
A few months, and then somebody like mercifully said, you know what, maybe there was things happening where Carson was getting bigger, and I think needed somebody that could... I don't know what, just vibe with him. And so whoever, they said, why don't we try you doing that? And I was like, yes, from outside, because outside was just mayhem. And I like people, but when you're surrounded by people and you don't know what's going to happen, and then you're trying to sort of like wrangle this caged animal named Jesse, who just does what he wants.
Those jobs, hey, for a guy like me to have a shot at it, I mean, it's great, you know? It's the best job in the world, and so... Hey, I was gonna, I heard, why not, right? Everyone can take a shot. What was the question?
You're like, and then you're wearing a headset. So when they say, okay, tell Jesse to do this, and Jesse does the opposite, they're not yelling at Jesse, they're yelling at you. So it was always like, you can only control so much. And then if it goes wrong, it's never going to fall on the talent, it's going to fall on the producer, which it should. That's your job. So eventually Jesse and I think had a good working relationship, but the opportunity to work with Carson, they were like, you want to try this? I'm like, sure.
You too, by the way, I want to tell everyone, you are my second guest in my MTV series. The first one I interviewed was Sam Simmons.
Oh, good old Sam.
Yes. So he kind of said something interesting to that effect too, that like being outside, you have like a headset on, like you're just around like craziness. You're
here's a story I can tell you without anybody getting pissed off. At least I don't think. So you remember Jesse Camp?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Where's Jesse, everybody?
Yo, what's up, Carson? Yo, it's Jesse, man. We're gonna be causing chaos and kicking ass. This is our mock Times Square, man. We own it. We're gonna rock and roll our asses all over the place. Yo.
Yes. What he said, and your last minute video votes at 800 dial MTV. Hang on, kids, a couple more minutes. Total Request Live's next.
One day, it was my assignment, because we rotated around a lot. Mm-hmm. But this particular day, it was my job to take Jesse outside. But this was like kind of before MTV had really struck the deal or put in structure or put in place some kind of structure with how the police were going to work with us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the worry was if we send Jesse out too early, then it'll turn into a mob scene, because this was right around the time, right after he had won Who Wants to Be a VJ.
Okay.
So, those kids were crazy for him.
Mm-hmm.
So given the assignment, I went about it kind of strategically. I sent stagehands out first with a platform. And it's just the platform, and it's just security. And they just put the perimeter together, so to speak, in the middle of these hundreds of kids that are all like, I don't know, playing hooky or whatever, just so they can see the show. Then once that's secured, then I sent the camera guy. It's like, okay, so now the camera guy and the utilities and lighting, they're all there. I go to Jesse and I say to Jesse, okay, we're going to go out. Don't make a scene before we go on air or else we're screwed. Mm-hmm. He yeses me to death. Okay, Steve, I'm ready. It's going to be all right, great. I get him out there. I actually have him under a coat that I got from the wardrobe department. And everybody got to like laugh out of this because I'm dressed in black leather and I'm, ushering this phenomenon out of the building into this, area in the street. And the kids in the immediate area are starting to realize, they could see his feet and they knew how he dressed. So they're starting to get wind of the fact that Jesse is in this pin now, right? Mm-hmm. Well before the show starts. But I had to get him situated. The thought was to get him situated because they were going to talk to him in the first segment. So I'm in place. I'm waiting. He gets, I guess you could say he gets impatient. Mm-hmm. And he whips off the coat all of a sudden. And he said, hey, everybody. And hundreds of kids losing their shit. Just straight up pandemonium. And while that's happening, I see this big Commissioner Gordon looking guy and this couple of other police officers, and they've got the stuff all over their chests and, whatever. And Commissioner Gordon basically comes up to me and he says, if you don't get him out of here, I'm going to arrest him and you. And I was like, I click in, we're coming back upstairs. Cops are talking about arresting people. And I know what would have happened. They would have bailed Jesse out and then I'd have been chilling in Rikers. So yeah,
Wow.
I'm like, yeah, he's a lot of fun, Jesse. He really was.
You know what's interesting about him, just in my little nostalgic mind? I feel like he was there for a hot minute and then he wasn't. Is that accurate?
It's fairly accurate. He I guess the novelty wore off. Mm-hmm. As novelties do.
Yeah.
And as that story kind of illustrates, he wasn't always like the most focused person when it came to instructions. So yeah, what can I say? It's like